Hey there guys, welcome back to BackPocketGameReviews, and well, today we're going to talk about Soulja Boy. Something you really don't think at this day and age you're ever going to have to talk about again. I was pretty sure that dude was just done after that 1 year. No, I'm wrong, I get it, he had multiple hit songs. A lot of YouTubers seem to only think he's known for Crank That Soulja Boy, but he actually had several other big songs like Pretty Boy Swag, that Turn My Swag On song, and there was another one. I just can't. Oh, Speakers Going Hammer, Bammer, Bammer, Bammer. Oh, the musical stylings of Soulja Boy. So, if you were a company and you made Chinese knockoffs that just weren't selling quite as well as what you wanted, how would you make them sell more? That's right, you would attach Soulja Boy's name to it. Clearly his career was just so successful and did so well that he now has his own Chinese knockoff website. Yeah, that makes sense. Lots of sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. It actually is SouljaWatch.com, and I mean Soulja Watch, S-O-U-L-J-A, just like how he spells his name. No hyphen, no nothing, it's just SouljaWatch.com if you'd like to go check it out for yourself. And actually, he sells watches and phones too. If you're wondering how it's so obvious that these are all other products, well, you can find them all on other sites. So, for example, the Soulja phone actually still has the company's branding on it, and it's called TomTom. Now, they make, well, Chinese phones. Some of these brands actually eventually get really popular. Technically, Huawei started off that same way, and now they're one of the top Android manufacturers. Crazy, right? I believe they had some weird stuff with why Huawei wasn't being sold here for a brief bit. May not still be having that same issue. But TomTom actually makes one really cool phone, and I'm sure it sucks. Like, I'm sure the actual quality of this is terrible, but they have a phone that actually has a built-in projector, a DLP projector on the top of the phone. So you like set your phone down, and it'll project whatever movie you're watching or whatever your screen is. It's a cool concept. I get it. It probably doesn't work very well, but still kind of cool to think that it has a built-in projector. I bought a cheap projector before, and it was trash. Complete trash. Bought it to buy some games on. Regretted every minute of it. Sometimes you'll find some great things at a cheap price, and sometimes you're just like, I'm sure the more expensive ones do much better. Now, when we come to the actual consoles, though, one of these is actually called the Fuse. This is the new one. This is the brand new one for like $400 that he's trying to sell you. Well, it actually isn't so brand new. It's actually the Sea Dragon Fuse. Sea Dragon. Literally, the letter C and dragon. Not sea dragon like a dragon that lives in the sea, but the sea dragon, like sea bear. For those of you too old to not know who Sea Bear is, or too young to not know who Sea Bear is, I'm sorry. Have fun Googling. But this thing came out in 2016. Literally, there are like articles from IGN talking about it in 2016. Giant Bomb was talking about it in 2016. It was considered trash then. Well, it's considered trash now, even though now it's called the Soulja Game Fuse. Soulja Game Fuse. So it didn't sell well. It wasn't a very well-made product because it's a Chinese knockoff. So let's attach that Soulja Game title to it. And now it's trash with Soulja Boy's name on it. Makes sense to me. But you've also got the Soulja Game handheld. And this is kind of where a lot of those lawsuit topics are starting to come into play. A lot of people have heard about that. I don't really know how legit that is, but I'm pretty sure it probably will happen at some point if it hasn't already, because, well, that Soulja Game handheld comes preloaded with games. Actually, all of them come preloaded with games. I don't know what's on the two home consoles, But I have seen that there are actual Nintendo games, well, running on the handheld. Yeah. And I mean like the ROMs of Donkey Kong, Mario, all that kind of stuff is on there. And you know what Nintendo really likes? Nintendo really likes when they make money for selling their games. They don't really like when you make money for selling their games. They don't even like when you're giving their games away for free in ROM form. Seeing as that they've gone after ROM sites this year and took them down. But now Soulja Boy is selling you a way to play them on something that's already coming preloaded with them. It's not going to fall on the company that made it, because they're, well, a Chinese company, and they're probably protected under Chinese law, and I don't know if you know this, but the people that run the Chinese government are insane. And I strongly doubt that any American lawsuit, or any Japanese lawsuit, is really going to do much for them. Probably won't go anywhere. But especially seeing as knockoffs are a huge thing there. But, with that being said, now that Soulja Boy is selling them, he can be sued. Crazy how that works. You are a U.S. citizen. You are now selling these to U.S. citizens. Not that they weren't being imported before, but, like, now it's... you're attaching your name and you're importing them. Great. But I think this kind of shows just where the quality of Soulja Boy really is. Knockoff quality. Don't get me wrong, if you want a smartwatch, it's $20 for the smartwatch. And I'm someone who already bought a lower end smartwatch. This is a TicWatch, by the way. It probably functions better than, well, most of the higher end watches, yet at a fraction of the price. So I'm all for budget stuff when it's made well. This stuff isn't made well. Nope. You want to play a lot of these retro games? It's just like the PlayStation 1 classic. Go buy yourself a nice Raspberry Pi. Load it up with what you want. We won't talk about how or any of that stuff right now. But load it up with what you want. I'm sure it'll play just fine. Supposedly this thing can play newer games. I wouldn't feel so confident in the way the Fuse would run the newer games. Even though it looks like it was a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox kind of slammed together to make some kind of weird love child they don't want to claim. And that's now the Soulja Game Fuse. The other one looks exactly like an Xbox One. The Soulja Game Console looks identical to an Xbox One. And, yeah, it's all Chinese knockoff junk. It's probably not even worth the price tags that it has. I definitely wouldn't pay $400 for the Fuse. That's insane. Go buy a Switch. Go buy a PS4. Go buy an actual console. Not that. Just avoid that. Well, guys, if you would really like to crank that Soulja Boy in the comment section, you can let me know what you think about this. Just while out down there. If you want to follow me anywhere else, the links are as always in the description box. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a thumbs up. You can also share this video with your friends. That is much appreciated. And, well, I'll see you all soon with plenty more content. And don't forget to subscribe, stick around, and ding that notification bell. I'm sure it makes better sounds in the club than Soulja Boy's music. Thanks for watching.